Spirit Squad. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh, it is so good to see you guys. There's been a lot of technical fun things I've tried to I don't even know. I'm in my sweats. I don't care. It's like a super rainy Sunday over here in Jersey. So tell me how you guys are doing because I'm exhausted, but I'm here. And I'm excited to see you guys. So tell me everything. Tell me how you are. Happy Spirit Squad Sundays. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Marty. Hello, Ashley. Hey, Jamie. I'm not even kidding. I got my lashes done. And what's really funny about this is I just don't feel like I need to dress up. Like once I get these lashes going, I'm back to myself. So I know that you guys can feel me for that. It has been a while, Holly. I was just thinking that when I saw your post, I was like, oh my God, I haven't talked to you in such a long time. How are you? How are things? Hello from Maine. So glad you're on. I'm glad I'm here too. It's a interesting day today. Today the Pluto goes into retrograde today, so I will say that. So of course there's going to be technical difficulties for today. However, it's also been a day. I am just really excited to be here. So tell me when you guys are here. I've had some really interesting and beautiful conversations today that I will say I'm kind of excited to share. You look gorgeous in sweats. I'm tender but better after sharing with you. I can't talk because Amber, I was just about to say some of the things we talked about today. Just celebrated my grandbaby's first day, missing those that we could wait. Grandbaby's first day and missing those. We wish we could be here physically. Amen, sweet one. Hi, Jenny. I'm doing okay despite all the crap I'm dealing with. Totally get that, sweet one. I love you so much. I am right here with you. There's just so much that's going on. I miss you. Amazing new relationship because narcissistic ex-husbands. I knew what you meant right there, and I'm just I'm gonna throw that one out there. Hi from Florida. Hi from Utah. I mean, hi Utah. I am loving Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, but I also love Salt Lake City of Utah. So, kind of jealous, Ms. Marty. If you get any sightings, please let me know. I'm such a Bravo girl. It's kind of a problem. But hi, Nikki. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh. I just feel like, and Jana, I still got to get you your reading recording, and I will. I promise you, it is not lost on my brain. It has just been one thing after another, after another. I've just been I don't know, the past couple of days have just been, it's been crazy. So I'm actually really excited that you guys are here. I'm excited to fill you on this week. I did go live a day or two ago. And I want to make sure that, hold on, I just have to write that down because I need to make sure that I say all that to you guys as well. Because my brain doesn't work anymore. So I want to make sure that I am here for you. I'm actually going to put my hair up because it's bothering the shit out of me. So I'm just going to put it in a nice little mom bun and call it a day because it's driving me nuts. But tell me how you guys are doing first and foremost, because I want to know about you guys. If you didn't get a chance to tune into my live, I'm going to tell you about my week this week because it wasn't a good one. 0%. I am so glad today is. Did Twitter really just say, frankly, I don't give a damn? Cool. Go Twitter. Did you see that, babe?
I'm pretty sure it's a Twitter user.
Cool. I'm super glad that you don't give a damn. That's fine. Welcome to my live. I'm sick of the haters. Who the hell cares? But this week was not a great one. So I'm excited for Monday, which I know sounds weird, but I'm excited that it just I just got to get this energy out. Holly just said, I'm so excited for today. I've felt a little stuff, so I wanted to see if maybe you can help me with all the things. Yes, absolutely. Let's see what's going on over here in spirit. And you know what's really funny though? Can I just interject for just 1 minute? Because my left brain just totally tuned in with a solid burn. It's Twitter doesn't fucking exist anymore. It's called X. So get your shit together. There we go. I'm also just in this place where people are just so mean to me online these days. Babe, I think something's literally the comments stuff is going on, so I'm just like not having it.
Yeah, I can't do anything now. I don't know what.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways, this was a really funny story,
You want me
but
to turn them off completely?
yeah, I think that's a really good idea because I'm not going to be able to concentrate with negative
No, you're not.
fucking bullshit. And also I just don't really want to deal with it because I've just dealt with it a lot this week in general. Well, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it live. I've dealt with it a lot this entire existence of being an online presence. So it's a little complicated, but somebody today, or not today, a few days ago, I posted this really beautiful like moment between me and Millie, and we were like hatching this chick, and there was like, what is a full grown baby doing with a binky? And like just saying how she's gonna have buck teeth, she's ugly, blah 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 blah. And I was like, first of all, it's one thing when you come for me. Hashtag you know who. It's a second type of situation when you come for my daughter, especially when you're like a little like account with like no followers, like, and you're just really just being that miserable. um I really like wanted to like stoop down to the level because I was like, she gets so much shit because first of all, guys, if you've seen Millie, you would know like she looks so much bigger than she actually is. I mean, she just turned 3. She just turned 3, but she's taller than my 5-year-old. She is a tank. She's so smart. She is like articulate. She's incredible. And she just gets like this expectation that she should be so much older than she is just because of her physical appearance. But she's only 3. She's only 3. And I wanted to rip this person a new one, but luckily I do have some people on the internet that kind of came to my defense and was like, sorry, you should parent your own kid. Like, you don't even know this person. But it really like got to my heart, and it really made me feel like, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing because I have been here with you guys and I share my whole life and I share my experiences, my pain, my everything with all of you here on Spirit Squad. And now that I have this audience on Instagram, I'm like, I don't quite know how to handle it for my kids, nor should I. And then that brings up a whole other conversation of, you know, the Spirit Squad into all of it. So it's a really interesting situation when I have these comments that come in here on Spirit Squad. It's just another validation that, man, I really don't want to put my daughters on this world. I don't want to get them in here at all because it can be so terrible, but it can also be so beautiful. So then I have this fight with myself because at the same point in time, there's many times I don't even want to show up here myself because it's really freaking hard. And the world can be very ugly. And a lot of people just straight up don't understand anything. They don't understand that Millie's only 3 and still needs a fucking binky. So anyways, that's my, what does Andy Cohen call it? My mazel and my, I forget it, but that's my shit for this week. Also, actually, let me tell you my real shit for this week. While we're on the topic of she's only 3 years old, let me vent for 2 seconds. And please, in the comments, write how your week has gone because I want to know about your week. Just had my granddaughter come into the world 4/18, but my daughter left to go to, wait, what? But my daughter left our home to go to an abusive relationship with her baby dad. It's a lot. I'm praying for her to come back. Oh my God, honey. All the hugs in the world to my sweet Jamie. I'm putting that right here on my prayer comments. That's a lot. I'm giving you the biggest hug, especially when kids are involved. That's a whole nother thing. We all have different things that soothe us. Hers, it just happens to be a pacifier. Thank you, Becky Blake, the child expert. Can we just say validating that? Because like, oh my gosh, thank you. I will say she doesn't take it all the time. She only takes it in times of soothing. And for anyone that says she has it in her mouth all night long, she started to sleep with us, which I know that's going to be a whole nother thing. She doesn't. She puts it to her mouth and then she spits it out. It's your 61st birthday. Oh my gosh. Okay, ready everyone? Can we all join in saying happy birthday to you? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Becky. Happy 61st to you. I love you, Becky Blake, and I miss you, and I love you. If we could all just give Becky some big old hearts and tell her how much we love her, because Becky has been a staple on this show for forever. I feel like it. I would say as long as I've been doing the show, but if that were the case, I would have never been in an abusive relationship to begin with. But here we are. So all the love. They are only little for a short little while. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for all of that. Thank you for um, making me feel loved. And thank you for giving Becky all the love too. There's so much love there. What I did want to say on a right quick note, because I just lost the comment that I just saw. Oh, hi, Nashi, honey. Amy's having a hard week. Oh, no. Um, my family lost a sweet butterfly. That makes me so sad. I'm so sorry, Kristen, to hear that, sweet one. Debbie Downer's negative Nellies. Yeah, you licking the microphone. Well, did that taste good? Did that taste good? Say hi. That it's been a while since I've seen the Nashi poo. Yeah. Um, why does babe honey, something's also happening where people are getting hidden. And I don't know what's going on with that. But anyways, okay, so we're not gonna worry. I don't know, but it just keeps happening. I'm not touching anything, so um anywhoosy whatsits. I love you guys so much. There was a couple of things just real quick I did want to talk to you about for a moment. Um I did want to see if anybody on here, and this is a very personal question, so feel free to divert, push away, throw in the swamp, whatever it is. If anybody has had an NDE, I would like to talk to you. Um, my friend, Spirit at work. Yeah, I know. I don't understand what's going on. I would like to talk to you. Me and my friend Amber were talking today about something that was very well. We were talking about a lot of things. And Amber, I'm going to shout you out from the rooftops because I freaking love this woman with my entire heart. My husband in spirit directed me here today. Very cool. Oh my gosh. Hi, Marty. But I wanted to say this because first of all, Amber is working on absolutely incredible things, which we will talk about in the future. But I wanted to shout this out. Um, oh, honey. Okay, Amy, um, all right. You know what? I'm going to pause on everything I was just about to say, but Spirit Squad remind me what I was about to talk about because it's important. How do you deal with a parent not being here on their first day? I think that we're going to get together and have a nice dinner, but I don't know what to do. Sweetheart, I think you need to just breathe into how you feel would honor them best. I think that sometimes people have this misconception that spirit feels like we're supposed to like honor or do what the person in the physical would have loved us to do. So if, let's just say a dad died or something like that and he loved to eat prime rib, we would expect that, the first Sunday dinner together, we're all going to sit down and have prime rib and honor dad in the same way that he would have done every single Sunday. But that's truly not the case. They're in a different place. They're in a different energy field. They want you to do exactly what it is that you need to do as a family to heal. I feel like 9 times out of 10, that answer is always just be together. That doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter if it's honoring exactly what dad used to do or whatever. It's just being together, or even if it's grieving in private. And I know those are two very different answers, but everybody is completely unique and different. And I've seen both from spirit. I've seen both in the sense that they want to get the whole family together, but then I've also seen that the whole family is super discombobulated and maybe not healthy, and there's toxic relationships, and they don't want that. They want you to like do something that is in remembrance of your own. So it's truly about following your feelings, following your heart, and allowing you to celebrate your person in the way that you feel like you want to celebrate them. It's not about making them happy because they're already happy, they're already fine. It's about honoring what feels best in your soul for you to do for them. So I hope that that makes sense because I feel like that's the biggest thing. And a big misconception with spirit too is we want to honor the dead per se, which of course we do. But it's more or less that we are their heaven, and we are always, always, surrounded by them, loved by them, taken care of by them. They more or less want to take care of us. And we can't put that pressure on our hearts and our souls and our shoulders to honor them in the way that they see fit, because that's never going to be A plus B equals C. It's always going to be a little bit different, right? So just feel into your heart, feel into your gut, and just know that you're going to make the right decision. And I don't know why, Amy, I specifically feel like with you, sweetheart, I just want to tell you, like, don't worry about pleasing other people. Do it for you, do it for yourself. And if that just means, I know this sounds so silly, but like going to a favorite bar or pub or whatever, and even grabbing a mocktail, you don't have to grab a drink. Like, I just feel like whatever it is that just makes you happy, do that. And that's kind of what I wanted to say. So, Matt, does all that make sense?
Mucho.
Okay, cool. Everything you just said is what I'm feeling to cope with my mother-in-law's birthday coming up, since we couldn't say goodbye at her funeral. And there you go, sweet ones. I feel like, and Melissa actually just said it perfectly. That first line, there is no right or wrong. Like, that is the thing with spirit. Like, spirit doesn't give a mother flying fuck what you do. And I'm going to say it just like that, because I feel like people need to understand that, like, spirit sees your intention. Spirit knows your thoughts. Spirit knows your heart, what your actions do. And this is like totally different from like down here. It's like, oh, you're sorry. Let me like go give you flowers, or like, I don't know. But my point to you is spirit understands you to the heart, to the soul. And I feel like it doesn't matter what your physical action is down here. They understand what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what your heart is saying. And that means more to them than any single action you could do down here. So that's all I'm going to say. Honor yourself and honor your heart. And I say this in a lot of readings too, when people aren't able to be with their exact loved ones in the exact moment of the departure. That's okay. That's okay. Feel into the fact that they knew, and probably not for nothing, but like 90% of readings, their soul's already on the other side. So they see everything that's going on anyway. There should be no guilt. There should be no resentment. There should be no harboring of bad feelings, because spirit saw you. Spirit knew what your intention, what your heart, what everything that you were feeling going on in that moment was feeling. So that's what I wanted to say. They love you. They know you. Go get yourself a Bloody Mary, glass of wine, whatever it is. Cheers to that. I don't have much wine left in my fridge, and I think I'm going to take a little hiatus after this, but that's okay. Cheers to everyone. And yes. Cheers. Okay, it's a really long stretch to the camera. It's a little bit different than doing it on my phone. It's definitely different than doing the Sage headset. So
I could just zoom in.
Oh, you can't. Oh, don't do that. Oh God, I need Botox. How about? I think we still need to like get the camera angle a little bit further down, because I'm like, oh. Can we vote Botox here? I'm kidding. I'm actually not kidding at all. I went to this grand opening of the salon this week, and then I was like, I'm going to get Botox. And then thank God I fucking didn't. Spirit was looking out. But anyways, I still want it. So yeah. Hi. Hello, everybody. Let's reset, refresh. Hi, 48 viewers. I love you guys so much. Cheers. And cheers to the people that are strong enough to do mocktails. Cheers to my girl, Shayna. Shayna is doing an amazing mentorship program. She's absolutely incredible, and she's doing it for $50 a month. She's incredible. And when I tell you, I'm just like so lucky to know her. Shout out to Shayna's Sober Lifestyle on Instagram. The only reason why I wanted to say that, well, there's a lot of reasons why I wanted to say that, is just because I've been very moved by her story. I've been very lucky to get to know her. I would love for you guys to even go follow her, just check out her life and support her journey, because she is somebody that is truly taken all of the lemons that life gave and made something really incredible and powerful out of it. So it's SHANA, Sober Lifestyle, on Instagram, and I've tagged her on Facebook. It's Shanna Epps, SHANA EPPS. You would love her. She's just incredible, and she's one of those like powerhouses. Like I can just see her just taking the world and she's just doing it, and I'm really really freaking proud of her. So go check her out. Even if you're not sober, it's not even about being sober. Like it's just about following more in a faith-based lifestyle, but also just really kind of owning your stuff and healing and not letting life's honestly horrendous shit succumb you. So there we are. But follow her. Cheers to everybody that's drinking a mocktail over there. I did want to fill you guys in very quickly, and then I wanted to talk about me and what Amber talked about today, and then I promise you we're gonna go into spirit, but I have to get this out of my system. Did you just heavy sigh over there?
Me?
Yes, you.
No.
Am I talking too much?
No.
I might be talking too much. Guys, let me know. Let me know if I'm talking too much. Please give me a little comment over here. But I wanted to tell you guys really, really quickly what happened this week. So why we didn't go live on Spirit Squad. I think we were supposed to go Monday, right, babe? It was Monday. Oh, there's a scream. Monday we were supposed to go live. And if you guys have watched this live, I apologize. I did go live a few days ago to explain that. But it was 12 o'clock on like, I think a Tuesday to apologize. But I'm going to let you know the big, beautiful existence that is your girl, Jenny Michelle, who is struggling as a mama over here. But yeah, we were supposed to do Spirit Squad. We were supposed to do it. I believe it was Monday. Absolutely, Nikki. I got you, girl. Actually, Nikki, you're going to be my first oracle reading. So let's do that. Nikki, Kennedy, and school. Okay. Remind me of that. Matt, my nose is so itchy with this dog over here. Anywho, Watsons. So Monday, we were supposed to go live. I drop Avery off at school, come home. Mind you, this is after not the Easter weekend, but Easter's relevant in this story. Come home. Millie is going upstairs. She's sleeping in my bed. Sorry, Becky Blake. So I think nothing of it. I had to wake her up early to get Avery to school. So I'm like, all right, you want to go back to nap? Totally fine. Put Sheriff Labrador on the TV, gave her passy, and I was like, here's some apple juice. I come downstairs, I start folding clothes, and I like literally was like, oh my God, yes, I get to watch Bravo Love Hotel or whatever the hell it's called, but whatever with Luann. I'm so excited. Millie comes downstairs and says, Mommy, your Easter candy medicine tastes disgusting. And I'm like, what does that mean? What's Easter candy medicine? And I can see she's got this like orange residue all over here. My mind panics. I mean, straight panics. I'm like, what'd you eat? Where'd you go? Show me. Millie. Do you want to tell everyone? Okay.
Would you hear us? Do you know what we're talking about?
Yeah, you can sit on me. Do you want to tell everybody what you did?
Guys, I just go down basement because I want mommy.
Oh, come here, Millie Buck.
Hi.
Come here. You want to push the buttons?
Can you wait? Can you wait just a few minutes so mommy can finish?
Can you come push the buttons with Daddy?
Yeah.
Here, let's play music for everybody. Come here.
Okay.
Dad.
How do you get a reading? You stay tuned. Anywho, what's it? I'm going to finish this up real quick, and I'm going to use code words now. So she had this little Paw Patrol candy that came on Easter, and the only medicine I keep out of the cabinet is Motrin, and I have to keep the Motrin in my nightstand drawer because sometimes I wake up with all sorts of pain from this situation, which code words, as you well know. I mean, you guys have known me long enough. You know, I've got some body aches and pains that sometimes I wake up and I'm not doing so well. So, yeah, she broke into my adult ibuprofen and she had some. So, she told me when we walked up there that she had 4. Um, so I immediately panicked, like straight up panicked. I didn't even think. I didn't think poison control. I didn't think anything. I just threw her in the car, drove straight to the ER, which thank God is only 7 minutes away from me. And no, they don't have a labor department, which is why I had to deliver 45 minutes away, but that's silly, silly stuff. But I got her there, and long story short, it didn't appear that she actually ingested any. Thank God. They kept her for observation for a while. They literally then asked Millie, "Hey, honey, how did you open this?" And Millie just twisted open. And I guess I had bought like the off brand of Motrin. I'm trying to talk quietly because I don't want her to relive this. Or maybe I just shouldn't. I mean, she needs to learn, but she did learn. She had an ER stint. So, yeah, mamas, check your stuff because I would not even have thought that my medicine wasn't childproof. Apparently, wasn't childproof. It was a twist off cap of ibuprofen. She took it, bit it, chewed it, spit it out. But she told me she took 4, so I freaked the fuck out. Took her to the ER, and that's what happened. And then I've like literally had absolute horrific anxiety since then. I can't really be without her. I keep looking for her all the time. And please let me know if anyone's experienced something like that because it was like I felt like the worst mom in the entire fucking world. I'll be honest with you. It was crazy. And then the next day, we lost our sprayed little chick, and then we lost Sprinkles. It was just like boom, 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 one thing after another of just like tragedy and feeling honestly like incapable. Like I was like, I don't know how to handle all of this stuff. It was crazy. It was just like, I don't know. It was a lot. So, in all the expectation I had to go live for Spirit Squad, I just felt like I couldn't. I felt like I just wanted to be there with my kid. And this is what I really wanted to say about it because I know I spoke about this before, but I think it's a little different. Like in those moments, you really realize like I mean, in 3 minutes, life can change. And I feel like you guys all know that from just all of our life experiences, right? There's so much that can happen and so quickly things can happen. But it was really, really, really crazy to feel that and feel that intense like pressure. Like in the ER, I just like walked in and I was just like screaming, crying. Like I felt so bad. I feel like so bad that anything that could happen in that way happened. But at the same point in time, I'm like, listen, I thought it was me, but they definitely did it again. So it was definitely the bottle. Okay, so if Rhea, if you understand too, I don't see your comments. I don't see any comments actually on this screen anymore, babe. But
I know you told me to turn them off.
I meant on this one.
I turned them all off.
Oh, I was talking about on this one, so it doesn't come over here. Like on the okay, never mind. But yeah, my point to you guys is it was intense. It was really fucking intense. And hi, Rhea. How are you? Rhea and Becky, my people. Oh my God, my people are on this live. So yes, I love you guys and thank you for just being compassionate with me. Caught my daughter spraying Windex in her mouth. Thankfully called poison control. And you know what, Becky? That was like the craziest thing. So the release statements on the, discharge papers were like, next time call poison control instead of coming into the ER. I mean, if I had the right brain to think about it, sure. But don't you know what I do for a living? Like, I mean, I see the worst case scenario every day of my life. In terms of physical world stuff, everybody's in heaven, everybody's fine. But like, absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. I was like, no way. I'm going straight to the ER. I'm not going to think twice about it. And that's just what's going to happen. So yeah, it was a little crazy. And then of course with the chickens and everything, like, listen, the other day I had a reading that just no one wants to have. And yeah, all I know is that people are ruthless. Well, let me say it differently. Actually, I don't know how to say it differently. A 6-month-old was murdered, so I don't know how to say that. But my whole point is, oh my gosh, this reminds me of Serena, who also did NyQuil with a babysitter. Big hugs. Yeah. What are you doing? You ready for oracles? Oh, hi. It's paused. Okay. So here's what we're going to do, everyone. We love you. You're a great mama. Things happen. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you guys so much. I honestly felt bad. And like, you guys know me, I just like sat there apologizing to the people in the ER. I was like, I'm sorry I'm overreacting, but like, I just didn't know what the truth was. I called the preschool and I was like, Cindy, I'm on the way to the ER. I don't know how I'm going to get Avery. Like, it was a whole thing, but everything's fine. But that's why I didn't do Spirit Squad on Monday. So all the big hugs. And then honestly, it's like taking me a hot minute to recover. I'm going to say that much too. But this world does need a giant hug for sure. I thought my grandson took a shot of insulin, but thank God it was emptied out first. See, I feel like you guys understand. It's like more or less like it's not the fact that they did it, it's that they might have done it. Like Millie showed absolutely no signs. Like she wasn't lethargic, she wasn't throwing up. She was just like, "Mommy, I'm sorry your medicine tasted bad." Okay, thanks for telling me. Because if you didn't tell me, I probably wouldn't have known. But anyway, it was still like traumatic enough. So here we are. We are going to wrap this in a nice little bow and we're going to do some spirit work because that's what we're all here for anyway. You guys could listen to me talk all day long. Which I mean, I would love to because this feels like a therapy session and I hope for you guys it might feel like a therapy session too. Like tell me if you guys need to vent about anything and we'll talk about it. But in the same breath, I'd like to also get to spirit and do some work over on that side. I've had some really, really cool, beautiful readings lately that have really touched my soul and also made me realize I can be in sweats. This is a fun fact about me. Even if I have a reading downstairs in the basement, where nobody sees me, Matt always says, and he's like, why do you have to get dressed up if like you're not even doing a Zoom? Do you know who sees me, guys? Spirit people. Duh. I think this was one of the first times ever, actually. The other day, I didn't have time. I went right from getting my lashes done into a reading. It was like 12 minutes in between. I didn't have time to think. I just knew I needed to go there. And then I was like, oh my God, they showed up and it was like one of the most powerful readings of my life. So here's to a new me in sense that maybe like spirit's gonna like be okay with me over there on the other side. I feel like I gotta get dressed up for them. I know that sounds like really, really stupid, but I feel like if I'm meeting people, especially like people of stature or like, and I mean like if like my dad was popping through on the other side, like military or like has like a, you know, sense of something, like I want to make sure I look good for them. But today I'm like testing out the theory. It could completely fail. They could be like, you're in sweats. You didn't put in the power to be with us. So I don't know. But I did get the lashes done. I put the makeup done. So we'll see. And I know that sounds like really funny to say to you guys, but that's the honest to God truth. There's 3 things I have to do before a reading. And I've got to tell you them. I have to brush my teeth. I have to put perfume on and I have to look good for spirit. And I know that sounds absolutely asinine, but it's true. It's true. That is some of the things that I really have to do. I know that you guys could say that spirit doesn't care. But think about it from my perspective. I feel like I'm the person that is like that like well obviously I'm in the in between spirit and you. Is there a reason that it's loud over there?
I'm just
Okay.
I just been listening.
Well, it's going to bother me. So you're not going to be able to do that when I start channeling. But I need to say this to you guys because there's a reason that like I'm the in-between and I want to make sure I look good for your people. I'm meeting your dad. I'm meeting your mom. I'm meeting your husband. I'm meeting your wife or kids or whatever for the first time. I just want to make sure that like they know that I respect them in a way. It's a respect thing, I guess. And if that makes sense, I mean, I hope it does. But I want to make sure that like I'm not just like sitting in my quote unquote basement. I mean, it is literally my basement. And just not putting in the energy. Like I want to put in the energy to meet your loved ones and to make them feel that they're special and they're coming through too. So even though it's spirit, they still care. I feel like they still care. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I still care. I want to make sure that I am honoring them and respecting them in a way. So this is weird for me to be in sweats over here and to, just be like this, but this is what I'm going to do. So we're going to try it out today. And I hope that they know why. But I hope they also know that I respect them and love them and appreciate them and want them to come through. Not for me by any means, but for you guys. And I hope that makes sense. I know it sounds weird. Like my friend Beth, the first time she came over and she like sat here and she watched Spirit Squad, she's like, "Why do you get so dressed up?" And it's like, because I just want to be, I don't know, presentable for them. I mean, I know my sitter can't see me, but they can see me. So it matters. Even if it's a phone reading, it matters. It matters how these other people on the other side see me. So Sweats and Spirit Squad. I guess that's what we're going to call today. In that note, I wanted to make sure that first we do Nikki's Oracle reading because that feels very important to do. So I'm going to put my handy dandy notebook aside. I'm going to put it over here. I don't know how long I have, but I want to, okay. That's just because you're a real professional that gives a shit. I applaud you, April, and I appreciate you for saying that to me. And I was saying that because for some reason her comment got blocked again. I don't know why this keeps happening. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take one moment. So we're going to do an oracle reading for Miss Nikki. So Nikki, sweet girl, if you could, sweetheart, Miss Marty, I hope that he comes through for you, sweet girl. Miss Nikki, if you could just give me just a little comment and just say hi to make sure that you are still here. What I am going to do is I'm going to just place all of my stuff. Don't worry, guys. My phone is not working in this moment. Where did my cards go? There they are. I'm getting used to this new setup, you guys. It's a little intimidating. Oh, I hear a motorcycle. So what I'm going to do for my sweet Nikki, I love all the butterflies. Matt, did you tell them to put out a butterfly?
No.
Everyone did? I love that. Okay. Butterflies. Let's keep going. Butterflies, butterflies. All right. And then I see Miss Nikki here. Cheers, everyone. Gonna do that. All right. So if I remember correctly, I wrote down Nikki, Oracle, daughter. I can't read my handwriting, so we're going to roll with what Spirit says on that one. Okay, that was actually kind of interesting. So I definitely felt there's, I think it's Chris or Christopher. Who are you? Yeah, I feel like it is. Woo! Chris or Christopher trying to pop through. I'm going to try and do this in front of the camera so that I don't get all hubble-bubbled. But I don't know that I can. I think it's a little too high. So here's, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I don't know that there's a way to do it in front of the camera, but I'm going to just put Nikki's, why can I not see the live? I don't know, honey. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Nikki's intention for her daughter, right here with us. And I'm going to just put all the energy into there. And what we are going to ask for right now is just for some clarity and connection into her sweet daughter's school and career. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Christopher. I feel like it's Kennedy. I feel like I know that that's Kennedy, though. I'm not sure. Is it Kennedy? I don't know. Who knows? All right, ready? 1, 2, and that's That's hilarious. Okay, so sweet Nikki, I don't know if you can see these. There we go. You may need to go out of the live. Okay, we're here. All right, so this is what's interesting, sweet Nikki. I am dying because I used to be a cheerleader, and of course, it's balance, right? Hello, spirit. But this is what I really wanted to say, because the way that these cards are placed, I don't know if you can see just like this. I might need to come out a little bit, but it's very important that I show you. So this is past, present, and future. Okay. When it comes to the past, okay, so this is what you were working on. And again, Nikki, this is for your sweet daughter. You've been in a state of just emotional withdrawal. This is what the card says, okay? But this is truly emotionally. You've been in a place where you, not for nothing, suffer in silence, where you're the type of person that you kind of push all your emotions aside, and then you come out on that stage and you're, the peppy girl. You've got this big smile on your face, but you've had a lot of heartache that you've had to kind of navigate and go through and deal with. And even down to like what's going on in your actual like friend group right now. I feel like there might be some tension within the friend group, but you're doing such an amazing job of overcoming that. And that's something that you've been dealing with. Whenever I see the past, it's normally within the past year. So anything that you've really gone through this, cyclical year, this year of school, it's what you've been dealing with in terms of your emotional, and how you handle it. So I just wanted to honor that in you and say that we see that no matter how hard you've worked, honey, behind closed doors, it's really going to pay off. And I'm proud of you for feeling those feelings, allowing them to flow through you. And I really do feel like there's a part of you that wants to share the emotional side with the world, but you're a strong woman. You are somebody who's going to conquer this. And I feel like that's when you like turn it on and you're like, you know what? I got this. And that's where that balance card comes from, because this balance card, this is what you're working on right freaking now. And not for nothing. If you're a flyer, I feel like you're a flyer like I was. Well, I was a shitty flyer, to be honest with you. I got tossed on my head more times than I can count. Maybe that's why, I don't know. Life decisions happened and here I am. But my point is, here's the balance card. I do feel like you have to balance those physical world emotions, that spiritual world emotion as well. You have to blend those two worlds, and you have to find that balance, find that balance of being able to say, hey, I'm dealing with this, but I am also experiencing these good things that are coming through, and these things that I really want to own and accept and manifest in my life. It's like you've got the not the devil and the angel, but the good and the bad, in the sense where you still are dealing with that emotion and that pain, but you're also moving forward in the best direction ever. And I think Spirit wants you to find that balance of both and say it's okay to feel both. I don't know who Christopher is to you, sweet one, but I know that he says that he loves you. Now, this is what is so beautiful, okay? You have the Passion Ignited card in your future. And this isn't just about the choice of career or where you're going to go, because you have so many options that are laid out on the table. I think what you need to figure out is, where do you feel the most passionate, the most connected, the most aligned? And I think that's, oh my gosh, I even just looked at the cards and look at the 11s and the 1s. Look at all of that. It's a matter of where you feel most connected to, most drawn to. And if I'm being honest, I feel like there's an answer. Okay, hold on. I saw like Virginia Tech, and then I'm like, I don't know. Maybe my brain is like going like to the side and saying like, I don't know. I want to say like, you remind me of a story of one of my friends from back home. And in the sense, I feel that like Virginia Tech was like the safe space for her, but then she had another opportunity to go somewhere else. But I don't know. It's like the safe space felt like the right place. And even though her career could have gone in this different direction, she chose the safe space, which still led to an amazing career. And maybe that's just all I'm supposed to tell you. I feel like whatever that looks like or manifests for you, honey, I do just feel like the safe space feels like the right place for now, and it's still going to lead you to success and to acceptance and to all of the big dreams that you have. So I hope that that makes sense. I haven't been following the comments because I've been looking over to Spirit, but I just wanted you to know I feel like you're meant for really beautiful and great things, honey, and I want you to follow that. And I don't want you to get deterred because of what you think you should do. It's more or less what you know you should do down here. So take some time, feel into your heart. Matt, do we have any validating comments that I've missed or anything like that?
Lots of them.
Okay. So I'll leave it at that. I still am not seeing that. But honey, your passion is ignited, sweet girl. You have got this. And I just feel like for you, like there's just such a balance, a need for you to just come back to your soul, feel into your soul, and know that you're doing the right thing. I definitely feel, okay, this is interesting too, because I do feel like your grandmother says hi as well. But I'm going to give you all of that love and God, I don't even know what this means. I feel like father-in-law, huh? I don't know. I heard like George and I got very confused, unless George is coming through next. But George, you're so common. Give me more indicators than that, bro. Is it okay that I get mad at Spirit sometimes? I guess maybe. I don't know. But I definitely felt like there's something about a John, George, Joe. No, it's George. It's George that just came through. Christopher is her dad. She said, oh, well, there you go, sweet. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I just feel he's kind of cool, actually. He reminds me of like this military dude. Like there's just this energy about him, and I feel like I love him. He didn't do right by you in this physical world, sweet girl. He didn't, and he owns that and he knows that, but he's watching absolutely everything that you do. And there's a love that he has for you. So please just know that. Last but not least, don't settle. I don't know why. Nikki, if you're still on here, can you please validate me? It's like, maybe I'm just like having these references because I'm looking at like my colleges, like from back home. First of all, I'm going to throw out, I didn't get into any of these. I got into Colorado Springs, Colorado Boulder, University of Hawaii, ODU, and the American University of Paris, and I went to none of them. Well, I did go to ODU for like 6 months, and then my ex refused to let me because he thought I was cheating on me with my study part. Or, anyways, long story short. Thank you. Fail. But my point to you is VTech and like I see JMU, George Mason, something like that. In the sense that there's something about it where I feel like you're having to choose between two rival schools, or you want to go to two rival schools. Like there's something about it. And he simply says, follow your heart and follow where you want to go. So please do that. Okay. So I'm going to leave it at that because I just got the air horn, which... Can we take out the air horn like as like a thing in general?
When we talk about things that we don't need to, we got an air horn.
Can we do a different one?
Sure.
Any other sound than an air horn would be really, really wonderful.
You pick.
Well, have you listened to a DJ set and it goes brum, 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 brum.
So I should just do the
Any other thing than a fucking air horn.
coin.
Anything.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Thank you. I swear this man is meant to trigger the fuck out of me. But here we are. We are trying to debate whether she's going to go back to public school or homeschool so she can start going to cheer college clinics. Well, there you go, sweetheart. Follow your heart. I'm just so thrown off. I need to like come back to it for a minute. I feel like I'm going to grow old without a partner. Not the DJ set. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta tell you, I apologize, Shayna. I'm letting you down right now. To no end. Triggered in every single way. Hey guys, who else wants a Oracle session? Let's do that. Let's do that. Who else wants an Oracle session? If you want an Oracle session, I'm having fun. Write it in the comments. Let's do it. Please. I would love a... I'm going to reset. Yes. Bring that swig on. Oh my God. Every time I like touch the desk, it moves. Oh, here comes Avery. All right. If you want an oracle session, let me know. Me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's terrible. All right, Matt, honey, where are you?
Right here.
Can you pick an oracle session for me, sweetie?
Yes.
Thank you.
And their Play-Doh open.
They're what?
Play-Doh.
Oh. All right, you let me know who you'd like me to read.
Wow, they're coming in. All right, we're going with. Whoa, we're coming to like Tony Tony Nutella Pigion. Pippin. Sorry, I had the mouse over it.
Okay.
Tony Pippin.
Tony Pippin. Why do I feel like that's like a, oh my gosh, Bette Miller band? Ugh. Zoot suit riot. Boom, boom. All right, I don't know why that just came to me, but here we are. All right. Melissa Davis, I love you. All right, my Tony girl. Let's see. And pick Crystal. All right, so Crystal, we'll do one after that. And then we'll go into actual. Did you see that?
I heard it.
No. Okay. Hopefully Spirit saw that as that happened. The second the cards fell, the entire plants on this side of the wall fell. Like, they straight up fell. You should see Wolfie right now. He's covered in the cards. Spirit's mad at me. I feel like I'm not supposed to be doing oracle readings. I feel like they're like, what are you doing? You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So that's hilarious. And the first card I saw was Destiny. Okay. So Tony, real quick, my love. First of all, sweet Tony, I definitely feel that maybe we should have, no. Okay, hold on. Who?
Tony?
I don't know. Tony, are you here, sweet one? Oh boy. I think they're saying they don't want to wait I mean, if you guys saw that shit, that was
We saw it. They said we saw it.
it was like the cards all flew down and then that flew at the same time. But here's what I want to say about Tony, because first of all, Tony, honey, I do feel like there's Richard energy that is Richard or Robert. I don't know. I feel like I think it's husband energy that's trying to pop through for you. And as he's stepping in, this is what's interesting. I don't, okay, hold on. All right, see, sweetheart, because with these things, there's a lot that's going on with you, sweet one. I feel like what I want to say to you is that you have a lot of changes that are happening. And when I look at these cards, it's more or less like your physical. Nash, stop licking my leg because you're really fucking distracting me. I love you so much, but please go away. I feel like. What do you just need a hug? Come here. Okay. Can you sit right here? You want to sit on the table? No. Can you sit here for a minute? Thank you. So here's the thing about this. You have a lot of physical changes that have been happening lately. So physical, financial, material. That says to me that there's something going on within your physical existence that has changed drastically. I feel like what you need to know and what you need to feel in your heart is that and please put in the comments if a husband has recently gone to spirit, because he says to me, he's like, listen, I've got you. I understand what you're going through and I'm going to carry you through this time period. But he also says to me that there's material harvest coming for you that's in your future, but it's important that you form these partnerships and alliances and stand your ground with your spiritual being. So that's what's really, really crucial and important. You have these changes that are happening. You have these physical world changes that are happening, but spiritually, you have these alliances. You have these partnerships that are coming for you that are going to help you kind of move and change into this new chapter. And I said chapter and he corrected me. He's like, no, it's this new book of life. I would also understand that he would have passed very unexpectedly too. And I also feel sister for you too, sweet one. So I feel like there's a lot of things that have kind of changed and gone through in your life where you might be feeling like you are just not ready to take on the world. And yet the world is saying we're ready for you to take it on. I think that there's a lot of things that want to really progress for you, really advance for you. But I think you've been afraid to just like go and conquer it all. So this is what's saying like, hey, we're ready for you if you're ready for us. And I want you to know that at the end of the day, if you do the work spiritually, physically, honey, it will manifest. You've got this material harvest. And then not for nothing too. Look at that. Spiritual strength, baby girl. That's what you're working on, spiritual strength. And I know it's fucking hard, but I've never seen a setup like this. Look, I hope that you can kind of see it like this. So if I were to lay it out for you in traditional tarot, it would look like your physical has to manifest your spiritual, has to manifest your physical to get you to your spiritual highest. And that's exactly what's going on. And listen, you couldn't pull, like out of all these cards, that's what you just got, baby. So know that you're doing the right thing, honey. And know that your spiritual strength is coming for you. Matt, did we get any validation on that? I hope so, because I'm in a flow with them. Okay. All right. Whew. Huh? Okay, crystal coming up. Like, for an oracle? Okay. All right, sweet crystal. And Matt, I have one more wand. Do you have a charger down there so that I can actually keep the comments up? Because, oh, well, I guess I have it now, I guess, up here.
I have it on your screen.
Yeah, but it's not like...
These comments are on the right screen and we're paying live.
Okay. All right.
Even if I pull this up, the comments are still here live.
Okay. All right. This is a learning curve for me, you guys. This is like really weird tech stuff. I see my face on one side and I see your comments on the other side, and normally I'm used to like not. But all right, Miss Crystal, my love, let's see what we've got going for you. So I love all these butterflies. Where the frick did they come from? All right, let me take a moment. Let me take a pause. Okay. All right, my crystal girl. Let's see, honey. Why do I feel like I'm already going to cry, Nash? I wish they could see that Nash is sitting. Can they see this? He's sitting right here with me. Okay. Rats. All right, my darling crystal. Can you take that? Can you at least? Thank you. Well, I just want to. All right. So, crystal, sweet one. Okay. Honey, you're going through it. So that's what I'm going to say right and foremost. And you know what I should have done in the beginning of all of this is I should have said, legally, I'm not a doctor, cannot diagnose and prescribe. And please, just everybody, if you could give me a heart and understand that this is for entertainment purposes only, just please know and understand that, because it's important that I say that. But my sweet crystal girl. All right, so let me see if I could show you the cards this way. Nope, it's backwards like that. Okay, there we go. So let me explain this to you, my sweet one. She just said, sorry, I know it's hard. Don't be sorry, baby. Here's the thing. So you are right now what you're living in. You are in this disruption. So if you could see, I don't know if you can see this card. I know it's like kind of complicated. But it says to me that your heart feels like you're very much in a place of protection mode for yourself. You're putting up walls. You're wanting to protect yourself, take care of yourself, because you know this hurt and you've been familiar with it and you've been there before. You also are in this place of the sense that you're trapped, and you can kind of see that clearly in this card. And I don't really like to use the imagery of the cards. for what you see is what you get, but this time it feels very important. It feels like the shackles are on you again. You've been here before, you're doing it again, you're familiar with the space, and you fucking hate what you're experiencing. So I just know, and Polani, I just saw that, and I'm so sorry, but no, it's not. So, and also, no, we'll talk on that. But Miss Crystal, I just want you to know, sweet one, it feels like this absolute, like, it's like you feel like you keep going. You feel like you keep getting there. And then it's all of a sudden, boom, boom, here we are again. And then here we are again. You're in the shackles of this disruption. But it's a familiar space of caring for someone that you love so much and that you're unable to help. You're unable to fix. I do feel like there's a throw of addiction. It feels like there's a reference of, I just feel like there's a lot of stuff there, and that kind of backs me up with the shadow card. So this is what's interesting. This is normally my sign and symbol for you've got a lot of things that are happening with you that are matching and mirroring what you've been through in your life experience. It's called the shadow work in spiritual terms. But I think this is more projected on someone in your family, somebody that you are watching going through maybe similar steps that you've gone through, or I don't know, maybe it's completely different, but you're seeing a lot of yourself in patterns within the same thing. It's that shadow. It's that, what is it called in like NCIS or police shows, like that two-way mirror, like you're seeing it and it's coming at you from this way and you're just wanting to own it, accept it, and be okay with it from your perspective while that other person goes through it. And I think these two cards paired together mean a lot. They're saying that you're witnessing this, you're feeling like you're at fault or in guilt. You're seeing someone you love go through it, but it's also bringing up a lot of shit for yourself. Before I go any further, because I don't love that I'm just like vomiting spirit stuff without any validation, is there any way, and no one has to say it publicly, if it's too personal for anybody, can just anyone give me like a thumbs up that I'm somewhat on the right track, because I don't want to just like go for it. Have you seen any of that, Matt?
Breathe, Crystal. So I feel like you're on the right track in that silence, but I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I am. I'm feeling it from spirit. So if it's okay, I'm just going to keep going from spirit. I also feel like I have, no, mom is still down here in physical world. It's got to be like grandma. Definitely definitely grandma. Now what's interesting about this is I do feel like when we're talking about this in the present, this is about the spiritual union of two people. So this is something that has to do with, two people. Okay, you know what? As I just said that validates everything I just said, because this is not necessarily about somebody that is, that you're going through it. It's about someone that you love that's going through it. And I feel like this is about feeling that person to a core, to feeling what their pain and what their experience is. And I also feel like whenever I see this paired with these cards, it's also saying like they're going through so much emotionally. That green is that emotional border. They don't know how to cope with or deal with what they're experiencing. But the unfortunate part about it is that that's what you're feeling too, sweet one. So, sweet Crystal, if I could give you any words of advice, it's just to take a beat back, stand in your core, know that you've done everything that you can for the person that you love. It doesn't matter if it's husband, partner, dad, brother. I feel brother or son. But I do feel, and this is what's beautiful about this, is that the final card is victory and success, sweet girl. So even though this person is going through it now, I feel like it's this boy. He's going through it now. He's going to find the victory and success. And I'm going to pull one more card with that too, because so it's because of the heartache and loss. Okay. So then that's interesting, honey. I feel like he's dealing with all of this stuff because he hasn't known how to deal with his mental, I don't know. I feel like it's like this, I can't shake this.
Yes, keep going.
I feel like heartache and loss. And I want to throw in the cards. I feel like what I need to do is just toss the cards. All right. I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling. I really don't know what I'm feeling. Because everything in me, once I pulled that card, the heartache and loss card, that is always my sign and symbol for they're up here. And if that's the case, then I have been doing this wrong the entire time. So I apologize to Spirit Squad. But I feel like there's this reference of the fact that this person is not here in physical world anymore. And I guess that's where I'm getting confused. I didn't even give Spirit permission to bring me up there yet. I didn't do my prayers. I didn't say my prayers. But what I do feel is that there's a reference of addiction. It feels like there's a reference of all the things that I had just mentioned before. But unfortunately, I feel like it either brought this person up here recently, or it's going, and this is why I'm hesitating so hard, or it's going to bring this person up here recently, or soon to be. I also want to, again, preface, I'm not a doctor. I'm not God. I can't, there's nothing I can say for these types of situations. But all I want to say is I do feel this sweet son. It feels like a son. And I do feel like he is completely apologetic, full of love, full of life. I also feel like I have another son that's joining me, which is really interesting. I feel like I've got a plethora of just boy energy, which is kind of exactly what I wanted to talk to you guys about. There's just a lot to say. Matt, I'm not following.
Yeah, you're on. You're good.
Okay, so am I, though, for real?
Yeah.
Is Crystal even still here?
Yes.
Okay. Crystal Markley, is that right? No, that's not right.
Rabbit.
Crystal, okay. He was 3? Oh my god. Okay. So where's... I don't know. I can't shake. Okay, so where's the addiction? My brother is fighting the addiction. I hope she beats it. I have a son in spirit. Tomorrow he'll be 3. Follow me here, guys, because there's something about this. Oh, I don't know. There's something to it where I feel like
Did say there's an older brother, but I don't.
her dad is Mark. Okay, maybe that's where I'm going. All right, I'm following.
Hear me?
What, honey?
She said he was probably playing with his older brother. So I don't know if his older brother is up there with him.
My dad has addiction, she just said. I'm just seeing it now. Okay. I wish you guys could see. You know what? What I'm going to also do, he has addiction, but he is still here. It's her son, Kai. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Okay. So there's so many things. My son is in spirit, alcohol addiction. Okay. I feel like I need to take off my sweatshirt. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to separate, because if your sweet one is in spirit, because this is what I kept feeling with the heartache and loss, right? All of this makes sense. It doesn't matter the age. It doesn't matter anything like that. Spirit and oracle are 2 totally different things, and I'm going to bring through what I feel now from spirit, and I'm going to differentiate the 2. Your oldest son here, Crystal. Thank you for clarifying and verifying that. I don't want to say what I feel, though. I'm like having a hard time with it. Crystal, because of your son's in spirit, the son that just went to spirit, your son in physical world uses, is this correct? Because I feel like we need to put a stop to this, like completely. I feel like we need to make sure that he is okay. I also feel that your son that is up here in spirit is the most jovial, sweet, loving, and he's just got this like I don't know. He's like a little smart ass. And I feel like even though he's 3, I think he'd appreciate me saying that. I feel like even like Millie the other day, he would be like, I don't know, he'll say a curse word and make you laugh. But there's something about the fact that he wants to protect his older brother, like to no end. There's also this fact that he wants you to know.
His brother doesn't use it. Her father does.
Okay. Well, still, we're still talking about his brother. So let's just figure out what those pieces mean. Because I feel like what he wants to say to you is he wants to protect his older brother to no end. He wants to make sure that he is okay and taken care of, and he'll laugh and he will, like, literally it's to the point where it's just like this big sweet smile, and I feel like he just wants to, I guess, give love to his older brother. And I feel like he'd laugh at the times where his older brother did something cool that he wasn't allowed to do, or he did something off the beaten path and he's like, oh, I want to go do that too. Whether that's like playing in the UTV in the dirt or like, you know, whatever it is. I feel like he always wanted to be that way. I also feel like the way that your son departed was so unexpected. I keep getting like sweats in his energy, which is so, I can't place it in terms of spirit. And honestly, oh God, I don't know. I feel like breath breathing, like I keep going into that and I keep feeling like sweaty and weird. And stop it, kids, my kids. Can you validate that for me? Because I do keep feeling like there's this reference of just, I don't feel right in his energy. And I feel like I just keep, I don't know, I'm in my head. I'm in my left brain a lot right now, and I'm trying not to be. I keep getting it in my lungs though. So, and yes, I do. Where was that? They just said, do you see this? And I said, yes, I do see this. I can't have Matt scroll up. I feel like that was like ways away. He just left the room, but he was autistic. Oh, honey. Let me know how it connects to his like lungs and brain, because I just feel like I keep just getting this like feeling in my throat, and I just keep feeling like, I don't know, there's something about it. Hey babe, I just need you. And that's the dog. Okay.
What do you need?
Nothing. I saw a comment and it left, but I'm trying to just,
He's autistic.
I got that, but I just feel like all I needed to know is I can't swallow, I can't breathe in his energy, and that's all I need is the validation. Do you see it anywhere?
I see a yes, he does, but I don't know what that was in response to.
Okay.
What was
I
the
wish you
button
guys could
jump
see
in?
what I see. Anything? I can't see anything, and
Yes.
honey, I
Oh,
can't see the comments.
what are you looking at?
Well, you're scrolling.
I
Oh,
tried to-
water accident. I tried to, that. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, you guys. I apologize. I swear one day this will go a little bit smoother. We're still learning how to work with each other. First time watcher. Does he tell you his name? Let's see, actually, Pinky. I would love that, first of all. But my son passed very sudden from lung.
You're spot on.
Okay, well, that's great. I would like the validate. It's really hard for me when I can't. I'm staring at my dog and a comment and my face. It's really, you know what? Where the fuck is my phone? Here, let me just do this for you
Yes,
guys.
respiratory.
This is what I see, everyone, because I wished that people could understand. I wish I could just have. Wait, why didn't we have her call in? What are we
You
doing?
can have her calling. I'm going with what you're doing. I don't want to interrupt you.
Fuck. We should have just had her call in.
You want her to call in?
Yeah, actually, that would have been way better as long as she's okay with calling in. What is her name again? Crystal, duh. Crystal. All right, let me get a new.
The number is up.
Where am I supposed to put that? By my face?
You just put on speakerphone.
Okay. Sweet Crystal, if you could give us a call. I'm so sorry. I didn't even think of it. I did not even think of it. My brain isn't working. Well, we were going in a different direction. Jesus, Spirit. This is a shit show of a Spirit Squad. Kind of love it. Kind of hate it.
She has 1 second, she said.
Okay.
Just breathe. You're doing amazing.
I feel like sad though. I feel like I'm letting people down. Yeah, I'll do a roll call in just a second. I'll do exactly what I'm meant to do, I suppose. Poor Nash just sitting on this desk. I love you, bub. No, I love you. I love you. It's okay.
Calling, stand by.
I'm not worried about it.
I just want to see your screen.
More,
Is this just too small?
huh?
What? Is this too small?
Yeah, I can't see it. With these lights, are you kidding me? I feel like I need or like not even glasses. I feel like I need I think I'm old as shit.
I had to adjust the chat because of that weird LinkedIn and whatever. She's calling.
Okay. Hello, sweetheart. Is this Crystal?
Yeah.
Hi, honey. I'm so sorry I didn't even think to have you call. I'm the worst. I'm so sorry. Can we start from...
Watching you.
You're watching? Can we start from the beginning, honey? First and foremost, you have this beautiful little boy in spirit, yes?
Yeah.
And this... Okay, I do feel like this is more recent than not. And as he's popping through, I want to acknowledge that he's with your grandmother. He's with your... I feel like it's like his father's mom or something like that. There's definitely a reference of that. But he just keeps making me feel like... I know this sounds really weird, but does he have any type of Hawaiian type name? Like I felt like Molokai or something like that. Does that make any sense to you?
It's Kai.
It is Kai. Okay. Spelled, okay. Well, that would be spelled like Molokai. Okay. Because he just looks at me. Oh, sweetheart. He's got the best energy towards him. And he's like, Mom. He was like, I've been trying to reach you this whole time. And he says, he was like, I'm going to cry. He's like, I've been here. It's not your fault. Please don't think it is. And I do feel like there's this, my chest is burning in his energy, babe. I just feel like you feel like this is all your fault and it's not your fault at all. And he just keeps making me feel like if you weren't there, it doesn't matter. None of it matters. I feel like he's such an earth angel. He's so empathetic. He was somebody that already was a gift to this world, number one. Number two, I feel like he just wants to be there for everybody else from spirit. I do need to ask, just for validation purposes, was this very, a very recent passing? I feel like within the past couple of weeks. Does that make sense to you, honey?
The accident happened last Sunday.
Last Sunday. Honey. And this is also lung chest related. Is that correct, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to say this because I will tell you, he is such a beautiful energy. Oh my God, I don't know that I can do this because I can't even imagine what you feel, but I just know that he's like, Mom, he's your baby. He's your snuggle bug. He's the one he's just like my Millie. He'll crawl up right next to you in bed. Did you guys co-sleep or something? I feel like there's something about it where he would just always be right next to you. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like I just, my heart is breaking. I'm getting into my left brain. And I just feel like I see him in such this beautiful light where he's like, Mom, I am just out running in that front yard. Do you guys live in a cul-de-sac or something where he could run in the street and you guys would be completely okay with it or something like that? Does that make sense to you?
We did, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I keep, well, that's what I keep seeing. It's like, it's my like, well, okay, you guys all might on Spirit Squad judge me, but I live in like a neighborhood and I feel like they'd be completely safe if they ran up the driveway and I wouldn't have to worry about them. And that's what your sweet son keeps showing me. He's like, Mom, you didn't have to ever worry about me. And it's like you always thought he was going to be fine because he's so rough, he's so tough. Like there's something about that with him. And I can sense that and feel that. And I feel too, like there's this reference of like, no one ever thought that this was going to happen. So he's just saying, he's like, Mom, I'm so sorry. But like, I was just, again, I feel like that's something like he was meant to be up here. But at the same point in time, I feel like he would have been like the biggest football player in the world. Like I just keep seeing him like tackling people. Was he like really rough, but like in a good way? Like not in a mean way, but in a good way. Does that make sense to you, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah. I also can't shake the fact that it doesn't matter how tough he is. I keep feeling like he's gonna go grab your dog and just like give him the biggest hug. And like, I just keep feeling like him and your dog are like so connected. And there's something about that. But I also I just want you to know, like, I'm really struggling with this reading, honey. I'm so sorry. I think I'm just like coming down to my physical world, and maybe if it's fair, you and I can do this on another time, like just you and I, because I can't imagine the loss that you feel right now. And maybe it's because my human side is coming along and I've got a 3-year-old upstairs and I couldn't imagine, my love. But I just want you to know, like, I feel him. He moved heaven and earth to make sure that you knew that he was right here with you. And the fact that even his name is Kai, like, I was like, oh my gosh, Malachi, like, he's got such a spunk to him. And he's going to come back to you in a very, well, you know what? I don't even want to say it like that. I feel like it's more or less like he's going to come to you in so many ways that maybe you didn't expect. Like, I feel like you see him and sense him already, even though he's only been gone for a short time. Like, I just feel like you're like, I know that this is how this was meant to be. Which is impossible to say to any mom to mom, but I just feel like I see him in the clouds and the stars, and I feel like he has been trying to come to you and just say, like, Mom, I still see you, like, going up and crawling up, you know, in the sheets that we slept in and like next to my bear. Like, what's so funny about him is like he reminds me of my daughter in this way, and maybe that's why I'm still getting choked up, but it's like I see him in this little like teddy bear, but he's like, no, I'm gonna like pull a dinosaur out instead. Like, he's not like a sweet and cute, like he's gonna get the dinos. So there's something funny about that in that way, but he just acknowledges that. And the last thing I'm going to say, well, not the last thing, but one of the most important things I'm going to say is with this, because when it comes to how he departed, I feel like you need to know that you did absolutely every single thing you could have done as a mom. I feel like even if, and I don't know why, but were you not there in like that exact moment? Like it's almost like you just had your back turned and then you looked, and then it's like then you kicked into mom mode. It's like that protection mode. Does that make sense to you? Like it's like the exact moment was not there. Does that make sense, honey?
Yeah, I gave him CPR.
Okay. And here's what I need to say. You did every single thing you could have done. And I know that that is going to fall short on your ears right now, but he loves you. And I just feel like he's like, Mom, we had the time that we could have. And you know, not for nothing, I love your son. And I know this is seriously emotional, and I am doing my damnedest to not go there with you in terms of that level. But I would tell you, your son is going to give you a fucking run for your money. Like, that's just who he is. Like, I feel like he's the type of person where you couldn't turn your back for 2 seconds without him being like, what the fuck is he getting into now? Like, I feel like that's just who he was. And I think he was always meant to be that way. Even with his dad, I can sense that there's this like sense of not mysteriousness, but like almost as in the sense that he loved to get into trouble, and that's nothing. You know, or you're not a bad mom for that. You let him be him. And I think that that's a big thing that he wants to relay, is that even though it's hard, honey, and I can't imagine, and no one on Spirit Squad should imagine any of what you're feeling right now, but I just want you to know he lived the life that he was free and able to express himself and able to be there. And there's something to be said for that. So I want to give you all that love. And he loves your fucking dog. He keeps talking about your dog. So please, dear God, tell me you have a dog. And is it more like a pit bull or like something like that? Like I feel like it's like, what, honey?
He's bad. He's a pit bull. He's very bad.
There you go.
Like,
I can feel that, sweetie. I can feel how much your son loves his dog. And I can feel like there's just something to it where he's just like, I just snuggle up next to him all the time. But listen, I love that you are vulnerable enough and brave enough to do this on Spirit Squad. But if you will do me the honor and privilege of getting to know your son a little bit more, can we schedule a session this week so that we can do this privately and we don't have to do all this? Because I feel like there's a lot more I want to say. And I do have my daughter sitting in front of me and I don't quite want to go there. So is it okay that we maybe book a session this week, and not for any charge, just you and me? Would that be fair for you, honey?
yes, thank you.
No, honey, thank you. And thank you for being so vulnerable to even share just this much on Spirit Squad. I couldn't imagine. My brain is not, I feel for you, sister. So I can do it as early as tomorrow morning. Let's figure it out. Whatever time works for you, I'll make work for me. Deal?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet girl. All right, I love you. I'm here for you in space, and if you need me, I'll message you so you have my number. I want you to know I actually don't think I have any words of wisdom for you in this moment. I just want you to know I see you. I see your sweet son. I do see your Spitfire grandma over here. And is your dad's down here. Okay. Well, there's something to be said for your dad's side of the family, because that's a shit show. If I walked over there, I'd just be having a good old time in my life. I'd just get a drink and have a party with them. So there's that. But I just want you to know, sweet one, let's do a session, okay? Is that fair?
Thank you.
All right, honey. All right. My love goes out to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Talk to you soon. I think that I need to be done, actually. Yeah. Nashi, can you move, baby? What, honey? Yeah, my brain's not doing well on that one.
So,
Sorry. Yeah, my brain's not doing well on that one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm not shaking out of that, guys. I really apologize. I want to. I'm going to. My dogs are literally both licking me on both sides. Yeah. Okay. Stop. Can you stop? I love you for licking me. I'm just like really not coming back from it. So here's what I'm going to do. God, get out of it. Just get out of it. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be here for all of you guys. But in this moment, as a mom, as someone who's seen all of it, you know what I'm going to say? My dear friend Cinnamon. So yeah, I'm going to bring her into this. And sorry, Cinnamon, I love you. I know you're teaching right now, so I hope you don't feel my vibes. Shout out to Cinnamon Mancini. If you guys are in Virginia Beach, she's the most amazing person in the world. I love her so much, but she always says to me, she says, Jenny, you go in a little too deep. And yeah, maybe in this moment, I think that, she's right. But I also think that that's my purpose. I think that there's spirit mediums that can do this and fly high and be here and um, maybe not feel, I guess. Um, well, I wouldn't say it like that because I have so many friends that absolutely feel it, but they don't feel it till maybe after. Me, when I read, and especially in a reading like that, maybe I'm just trying to explain myself because I cannot shake this feeling. Um, I feel it to the core, and when it hits home hard, and it reminds me of lots of readings that I've done before. It reminds me of all the fears that I carry with me with my own kids. Um, it reminds me of the things that are completely out of my control. And sometimes it just hits a little harder. And so for that, Crystal Girl, I love you. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, I'm going to do my best to shake it off. Thank you, Matt, for doing that. But before I do, I also feel like I want to say that I love you guys deeply, and every single person that comes through means a lot to me. Um, I don't know how to express myself sometimes. I don't do a good job of it sometimes, as Matt reminded me. I guess I didn't do a good job the other day on Spirit Squad, and maybe what? No,
What did I?
you said that I didn't make you look so great, and I felt really bad about it. But I was just really frustrated because it was late and I had wine, and I just wanted
Again.
to go to sleep. Well, I'm not saying anything bad about it now. I'm just saying I just own my shit. I said I had wine and I wanted to go to sleep. But honey, I'm not saying it in a bad way. I was saying it like I don't express myself the greatest, guys, and I'm sorry. So I try. I try really hard. But I'm not socially like, woohoo, I know all the right things to say all the time. Listen, I fucking talk to dead people and I see spirit and I have hella anxiety and PTSD and I take Lexapro and I'm doing the fucking best I can. So I love you guys. And for that, thank you for bearing with me because when readings get really hard, as they do, it reminds me of all the things that can go wrong in life. But it also reminds me, and maybe this is what I want to say to you guys through that entire rant, even when things are really hard and I see spirit that has passed and has been brutally murdered and horribly, sacrificed or whatever, they're also okay. And we all get to go to a really safe place called home. And if that's the one message I have today, that even if you didn't hear from your loved ones, I hope that you feel them and you know that they're there because they are there. And I believe that wholeheartedly because I wouldn't be able to do this if spirit wasn't actually in a good place and happy and free and drinking their mojitos. And I'm only saying that because Amber introduced me to this beautiful comedic relief show with my Bobby Nash called 6 Feet Under on HBO. And it's hilarious and you need to watch it. And it reminds you that spirit is also quite humorous. Even though it's comedic, tragic fiction, it's there. So with all that being said, I think it's time for a roll call. I'm going to shake off that stuff. Crystal, do not forget. I literally don't care if it's tomorrow when I have mom's group at church tomorrow. Yeah, I'll figure it out for tomorrow because I feel like you need it more than anyone else in the world. And I will move heaven and earth to make sure that we speak. So with that being said, let's do a roll call. Everybody give me a big thumbs up if I don't see the reactions. Matt, tell me if people are ready for a roll call. And I'm not even going to wait for that reaction. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So if you are new here, roll call is basically just me saying whatever the fuck I feel when it comes from spirit. And let's go because Matt's bumping the music.
Sorry, it's light in the background.
Okay. All right. Well, let me know if anything makes sense because once again, I can't see the comments. I'm just going to...
Go ahead.
No, I'm just going to close my eyes. And before I do anything, if we didn't get to it earlier... Wait, I did already. No, Richard was for the first one. There's two... Actually, I feel like there's 3 Richards here. This is funny. Richard, Richie, Ricky. Richard, Ricky, Ricky. Richard... What? Say that 7 times fucking fast. Thank you, Spirit. Richard, Richie. Wait, what did I just say? What was the original, Matt?
Dick.
No. Richard, Ricky, Richard, Richie, Ricky. That's what it was. Okay, thank you. All of them are different relationships. So Richard, I do feel to be husband energy. Then what's interesting is I did feel like there's a Rick that is dad energy. Richie is brother energy. And all 3 of them, this is what's fascinating. So Spirit Squad, you're going to have to validate this because I feel like they each come in with a very similar condition of passing, which is why they came in as the group of 3 together. There's definitely a reference of heart and lung. Feels like heart attack, stroke, pulmonary embolism, something would have manifested very quick, very fast, straight in their energy. I also feel like I'm moving into a Dave David energy. Oh boy, why do I have so many Dave Davids lately? I swear it's every day I meet a Dave or a David. Guys, can we all just make each other a promise? If we have kids, can we just not go in the Dave David energy? Like that, or you know what I say about that? Dave Davids or Mary Margarets. Like we have too many. That's why the Mary Margaret that I know and love goes by Peggy. Like there's just too many. I'm not saying in any disrespect. I'm just saying, come on, as a medium, can we please? It would be helpful to pick like different names. Did that sound like an asshole? I didn't mean it like an asshole, but it probably sounded like an asshole. I just mean like for me, I just see a Dave David. Anyways, so we've got Dave David, and I do feel like he also, this is what's kind of interesting, is I do have the pulmonary embolism and or heart attack or stroke. Now I move into what's interesting about this one is, thank God, if any of this is making sense, this is what roll call is all about. This is what's interesting. I did feel a very prominent Really? Okay. Mildred, that's mom. This is cancer. This is emphysema. I didn't think emphysema was cancer. Is emphysema cancer? Emphysema.
No,
What's emphysema?
where your lungs don't absorb oxygen.
Okay, thanks. So Mildred, mom, emphysema. Very specifically. I mean, that's as specific as you can get. Here for, I just wanted to say Lindsay, but I don't think, I looked up for a second and saw Lindsay, and I don't know that that's correct. I wonder if it's Lynn, Linda. There's a very prominent L sounding name that Miss Mildred is coming through for. Actually, please let me know if that makes sense because that's so specific. I'd actually bring her through if I could. She also shows me a September 6 or maybe it's June 6, 0609 connection when it comes to her. Then there's a reference of the, oh gosh, I want to say Athena Grant, but my brain is going to a character and that's not it. Maybe it is. I don't know. If there's a Athena Antoinette, A-N sounding name, that connects, that's really what I feel like is popping through right now. So I feel like I needed to go there in that direction. I don't know if my comments are still coming through, but I'm just going to pop into this next page really fast because I feel like I have 2 more energies that I really wanted to reference. One I keep going into is a sister energy. The sister energy feels very important, and then the sun energy. If they aren't here now, their person may see it later. Well, that's true, Sarah. I don't really think about that. My dog's name is Athena. Of course it is, Amy. Well, then there you go. Maybe that's just mom's way of saying hello. But I did feel like there's a reference of a sun energy, a sister energy that are trying to pop through. Both of them have the, well, hold on. Before I go, I don't know. The sun felt very similar to that. Honey, why am I seeing Spotify?
Literally for 0.2 seconds.
Okay. And the sister energy, I felt like that was very important to bring through. Hold on. I feel like it's like Dana, Diana. Oh, I feel like it's DA. Like, what are you trying to say? This is what's the, oh my gosh, I'm losing my brain space, babe. I've got to tap out of this. Stephen Hawking's, what did he have, honey? Please help me with my brain.
I have no idea.
Come on. MLS,
I have no
ALS, something like that. I can't get it. All I know is body did, she's,
ALS.
she's not able, MLS?
ALS.
ALS.
Ice challenge.
Yes.
Ice bucket.
So there's Dana with a connection to ALS, and that's all I'm getting. I do feel like sister has a connection to a Marie, Mary, Margaret, of course. Oh my God. Spirit, come on, let's go. Lastly, wow, that's actually really interesting that I'm going to say. There's a, well, you guys are going to have to fill in the blanks for me for this one. Honey, this has nothing to do with you, but Mattis.
Mattis?
I don't know. That's what he's saying.
Matisse.
He's saying that his name connection. He's saying he's a younger male. Okay, keep going. And here with mom. Okay, so I guess mom. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I would hope so. We'll see. I guess we'll see. Mattis. Can you chat GPT if that's even a name? My friend whose sister passed in spirit is named Dana. Okay, that could be. ALS has to be the case. But I am sinking ships here, you guys. I am exhausted, so I am going to put my hair up. I'm going to tell you how much I love you. It has been an interesting Spirit Squad. Thank you for letting me do my thing and not judge me. Yeah, we'll keep fine tuning as we go along. Matthias, for sure not. Well, no, Lisa, absolutely. That could be that. Please let me know how that makes sense. Makas. I don't know. I was spelling it from my head, so we all know how well my head goes. Love you guys. See you next week. Send me a DM if you want a reading.